Hello, this is Shay Ketchum. Welcome to the first of my reactions for RWBY Volume 9. Now, before we begin, I should point out this is my first time doing a reaction, so forgive if I'm a bit nervous or don't have the most riveting commentary to offer. Also, the crappy camera quality. I'm using my laptop for this. But, yeah. I've been a fan of RWBY since pretty much back when it first. God, what was it? When the Red trailer premiered as a post-credit scene, I think, in season 10 of Red vs. Blue. It has been a long journey, and I wanted to do reactions, but aside from there being a lot of people who are just generally better at it than I am, I just never really found the time. But I mean, I finally decided to start making Let's Plays like I wanted 2 years ago, so I figured, why not do reactions too? And the new volume has finally come out after 2 years. So, yeah. As a side note, forgive the crappy mic quality if it isn't that great. It's literally sitting right next to me. Now, before we begin, I'll just state my hopes for Volume 9. First off, I hope that it's as character-driven as it seems to imply. Like, based on all the little previews and information we've gotten, which I stopped watching them at a certain point, it seems like it's going to be specifically character-driven, kind of like Volume 4, which is a good thing. Volume 4 is honestly one of my favorites. So, having the characters be up in, like, the center of the show's focus is honestly, I mean, without characters you care about, no one's gonna watch. And I love these characters, which is why I'm hoping to see certain things. As depressing as it sounds, I want to see RWBY finally have her breakdown. She was really beginning to crack during Volume 8, and it'll be interesting to see what happens when she finally breaks down and where she goes from there. I want to see Blake and Yang finally confess to each other. Because, Blake, you thought Yang died at the end of last volume. So, if that isn't a signal to take your chance and make your move now, I don't know what is. I want to see basically how traumatized John is going to be for what happened with Penny. And I really want to see what's going to happen with Neo. Because she's quite honestly probably one of my favorite characters in the show. I don't expect a reference to her book, Roman Holiday, but if there is, it'd be really cool. Please. Really love a reference to spin-off material, especially one that's very Neo-focused, and considering this volume may be character-focused, it seems like the perfect opportunity to do it. I also just want her to survive and escape with the group, whether that means her getting a redemption arc or simply working with them in a the enemy of my enemies, my friend type of situation, just so she can get revenge on Cinder for betraying her, or even if she just leaves to go her own way as an anti-hero or a villain, I don't care. As long as she survives and escapes I believe it's called the Ever After, as long as she survives and escapes with the group. Assuming they all escape. I assume Team RWBY will escape. No idea if John will. It could be the end of him. But we'll see. Now, with my rambling out of the way, let's finally start reacting to Volume 9, Chapter 1, A Place of Particular Concern. That's a title. And start.
This is the story of a girl who had a lot of problems.
Okay. I set subtitles on, but they're not working for some reason. A girl who had a lot of problems? Hopefully my voice is coming in through the audio, although I suspect people care more about hearing the show. God, we're jumping right into it. Right, this is the preview.
Should have never been born.
This is the preview that we saw like over a year ago, I think. God, I love seeing it through Ruby's eyes. God, all those sparks. Little... If I remember correctly... Yup! Here comes Neo with the old one, too. And Oscar. And Yang. Let's just traumatize Ruby even more. Oh, yeah, go with Penny. God! Neo, you don't have to be so vicious. Although I guess that's one of the reasons we love you, but... Was that Weiss or Penny? Weiss or Penny's voice, I can't tell. I'm tempted to start singing Simple and Clean, but I think that joke's been made already. That's a nice looking starfish, I suppose. On a planet with 2 suns. And it's nice to see, like, little animals start popping up besides just Zwei. I know they wanted to start doing that. God, this place looks so cool. Ah! Hello? Is that... Okay, I thought I was gonna start following her. What the... Wait. Wait, did you... Are we in a Scooby-Doo situation here? We're just... Yup. Okay, Ruby, examine your surroundings. Try and figure out a plan here. God, there hasn't even been any dialogue besides, like, the little repeated bits. Kind of... What are you... Oh, right, I think I heard about this little character. I think their name was... Little? And if I remember correctly, they were gender neutral? I mean, it's kind of hard to avoid spoilers for months.
If only you could help me. I could try. Why are you yelling?
Why are you yelling?
Did you want to share? Oh,
Sure.
I guess it's only fair.
No, that's all right. I guess I've just never really spoken to a mouse before.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I've never spoken to you before. What are you?
Oh, I'm a human. A girl. A huntress.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm Ruby Rose.
There you go.
And to Ruby Rose is your purpose?
No,
What?
no, that's my name. Do you have a name?
I'm still young, so not yet.
How about I call you
Little.
Little for now?
There you go.
Would that be all right?
How does one little?
I.
What's wrong?
Ruby, cheer up. Okay, well,
I'm-
don't. Actually.
Have you seen other people? Humans. Like me?
Exactly like you?
No, not exactly like me.
Humans in one
We're
faunus.
similar, but different.
I'm sure it'll make sense eventually.
Or it won't.
One would have long blonde hair. The other has, well, cat ears.
Yeah, that's not gonna go over well.
Sorry, I should have known. I've seen plenty of cartoons.
Which ones?
Well,
Tom and Jerry?
I've never seen anyone who does or doesn't look like you. But maybe someone in my village has. They're always out foraging. You know, since we need food and stuff.
Are they other mice? Or
Speaking of which, a few more of these wouldn't hurt.
I mean,
You really think it's around here somewhere?
oh,
I wouldn't exactly say I'm certain about anything at the moment.
huh.
Gamble Shroud fell after you and Ruby, but before I did.
Yeah.
And we found each other, so... What is this place?
I'm
I
surprised.
don't know. None of my guesses really make sense.
Blake,
I mean, what guesses have you got?
I'm really glad you're okay.
Anything works here.
I'm really glad you are too. And if we are, then that means Yang and Ruby might be.
I'm kind of surprised Blake didn't fall with Ruby. They were right
Why
next to each other.
Can you... What happened after we fell?
That's awkward.
We should focus on finding everyone else first.
Yeah, there's time to
I see something.
Yeah, there'll be time to unpack that trauma later, Blake.
I guess it could have been worse.
Well, good news. I'm low on dust.
That wasn't an invitation, Weiss.
Sorry.
Are they just gonna grow back? Yes. What are you doing? Oh God.
The trap has been sprung!
I'm
Justice before thy prey!
I'm getting
Are they talking? Not what I'm worried about right now.
I'm getting camp flashbacks.
Are you drooling on me?
And on this day, we were not the prey, but the hunter!
Oh, okay. What are you hunting?
What's going on?
A lot of things.
Oh, hey, it's your cat friend.
A little, could you help, please?
A new adversary approaches. We must liberate our kin.
Wait.
I didn't know what to do because she looked sad. But then we talked, and she seemed less sad. Then she pulled the cheese out of the ground on her own.
Okay, please let them go now. Thank you.
You have our sincerest apologies. Please understand that our kind is a bit skeptical of cats.
Fair enough.
And snakes.
Oh.
And cats.
We understand.
Okay, fair enough.
If we could ask, have you seen anyone else who looks like us? Long, blonde hair, looks kind of scary, but isn't?
But could be if she wanted to.
Very attracted to cat girls.
Thanks anyway. Before all of this, I was trying to go to that cliff over there. I figured going to higher ground and getting my bearings would be good.
Sounds like the best option for now.
If you want to go to the cliff, I could help with that.
Ah.
I don't really have anything to do yet.
Yet?
I can be your trusty guide.
You're about as useful as the map that they kept throwing away.
Or, I guess we can figure it out ourselves.
At
Why-
least they got us to this path. We need to hurry.
Yeah.
Yang's been down here the longest, and we still haven't found her.
Weiss, I was wondering, if you fell, and are there others down here too? What happened?
About that.
I don't know if anyone else fell. No. I think we should find Yang. If she's even down here. Then we can go over everything.
God, that's... Weiss, I understand you want to spare her the pain, but this is gonna be so much worse when she finds out.
Search.
Okay.
Searching. Scouring. Stalking.
Back away. Back away. Get away from it. Get away.
Listening.
No. I would not fight this. I don't know what this is, but... I don't...
I said I wasn't done with you yet!
Yang? Oh, there she is. And armless.
Recede. Retreat. Point. Return.
What is that? God, it's...
Yang!
Damn it! You weren't supposed to be here.
Ah.
If you thought we wouldn't come for you, then you must have forgotten who raised me.
Yeah, come on, Yang. Of course
What
they could...
happened to your arm?
I don't think you'd believe me if I told you.
Why not? You seem trustworthy.
Hi.
Ruby?
What is that? Yang.
There she is.
I sort of thought you'd be a little happier to see us.
I am. It's just... It must have gone pretty bad, huh?
There's one word for it. Why is she finally gonna say it?
Weiss.
Everything happened so fast. No one came back from Vacuo to help. And Penny, John tried to help, but she sacrificed herself.
Oh. That happened.
So, we have no idea what happened to Relic.
Or what happened to everyone in Vacuo? Or where Neo is?
Nope.
Maybe
And
everyone
nope.
else made it.
I don't know, but I have a bad feeling.
Neo's here too.
Hey, are you
Yeah.
alright?
She attacked me when we were falling.
Okay. Ruby's weapon is still missing. Yang's arm was stolen. I think we focus on getting everything back. Then we can figure out exactly how to get out of here. Wherever here is.
But what if we can't leave? Or what if...
What if we're dead?
I doubt that.
Until you all found me, I thought for sure I was.
No. I don't think we're dead. I know how this sounds, but I think we're in a fairy tale.
That's a sight. God, I feel like I'm playing Sonic Colors. Up. Hang on. Now, I know I said I'm reacting to the first episode, but just for safety's sake, I am going to turn off the visuals and audio for the intro. I'm still reacting to it, but just for safety's sake, because I've heard conflicting things about how the reactions are supposed to be uploaded now, so I'm just kind of winging it. But let's see. If I remember correctly, Jeff is no longer composing for the series, so this is Casey's first, the first intro specifically by Casey. And I was already liking what I was hearing there. Let's see. Oh, well, there's John and Neo. God, I love the colors. Whoa. God, poor Ruby. Well, the mice are certainly going to be important. What the... Is that... There's some... Who's the girl that... God, Ruby's just trailing behind, depressed. What the... Oh God, it's like MC Escher. Oh God, that's... And Neo is probably the Mad Hatter. Good God, this is... You. Who are you? Are you... It transitioned from an image of Neo at the end to that girl. Is she... What was her name? I know what I'm talking about here. Oh, that's interesting. There was one that was just listed as female voice. I'm loving this artwork here. It's absolutely beautiful. What was her name? The girl who fell through the world. They were mentioning that fairy tale, especially like in Volume 8. I know that Roman Holiday mentioned what her name was. Was it Alex or something? Now I'll look it up later. But if I remember correctly, I believe that's what her name was. Alex. Or Alec. Whatever the case. I'm wondering if that's who that is, but that was great so far. A good start. No real action aside from whatever that creature was, and it pretty much quickly ran away. But you don't need to have action in the start. Like I said, this seems to be more character-driven, and I'm liking that. Ruby's already gotten the information about what happened to Penny, which is good. I'm glad they didn't just hold it off until, like, the middle or end of the volume to tell her. Because now we can explicitly focus on the after effects of that. And it makes sense that Weiss wouldn't tell her at first. Ruby's basically like family, and for some fans think that Weiss loves her, which, I mean, there's no evidence to say she doesn't, so fair enough. But it makes sense that she also wouldn't be able to keep it in the entire time. I'm kind of surprised Yang didn't have a stronger reaction to finding the others, but I mean, she was, I guess, still getting used to the place. Although Blake certainly had a reaction. She jumped in for that hug. Kind of sad we didn't get to see what happened to Neo and John yet, but we got 9 more episodes to go, so fair enough. The animation looked great as usual, and the environments are nice and colorful. The intro makes it seem like Little and the... what do I call them? The Mice Brigade? I'll just say that. It looks like the Little and the Mice Brigade may actually have a bigger role than I thought. And I'm wondering how crazy they're going to get with some of this fairy tale stuff. Because like I said, the environment from that shot looked like... it was like a shot from Sonic Colors in a way, where you kind of had like Sweet Mountain, which was like a land of sweets. You had the Starlight Carnival, which all lit up and stuff. It's kind of like that in a way. Whoops. But I'm wondering how crazy they're going to get with it. It seems like John is going to become sort of, kind of like in a knight armor. And I don't know if like the world is kind of like just working with Neo, or she's kind of just bending it to her will. I'm kind of have to... I'm convinced she's playing the role of the Mad Hatter, but I can't really... I honestly don't know anything about the Mad Hatter other than what happened in the Alice in Wonderland film. So I feel like I'm going to have to do some research on that just to even have a good guess, because they draw deep when it comes to the little references and connections from fairy tales and such in the series. It's really cool, honestly. The music so far... well, I can't really say anything about the score because there hasn't been much of it, but the intro song sounded really cool and really catchy. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. And the visuals were fantastic to it. Seeing like Ruby trailing behind, or depression in... it was either rain or blood rain, whatever that would be. I'm kind of just rambling. I don't really have anything to say other than it was a cool premiere. Probably not the strongest premiere. That would... I'd probably say that Volume 6 still has the strongest, like, first episode. But to be fair, this is a very different volume. So it's not going for, like... I guess not really a strong start, because everyone is confused. The characters are confused. The audience is confused. We're all trying to get our bearings, so... in comparison to the Volume 6 opening, which pretty much, I mean, it started on a train, but then you got the lead up to what it was, and you had all the action, so fair enough. Here, it's just pretty much trying to figure it out as we go along. But, yeah, it's a solid premiere. I'm looking forward to the other episodes. Hopefully, this reaction can go out as it is. Because if not, I'm hoping that either I can ask Rooster Teeth to help if any problem rises, and God forbid that doesn't work, then I'll just continue the reactions without any of the footage or audio recorded. Basically what I just did for the intro. And I really don't want to do that. It would suck if, like, pretty much all the other reactors could show the footage of the show and I wasn't able to, but if worse comes to worse. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope this was somewhat entertaining. Like I said, please forgive the crappy quality. And I hope to see you next time for my reaction to Chapter 2. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you did, please leave a comment. I don't need the likes or anything, or any subscribes. Just the views and comments alone are enough. If you enjoyed it, just tell me. And if you have any suggestions for how I could do better, that's also appreciated, so long as it's not done rudely. Just, if you're polite, I'll listen. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Goodbye.